Hello and welcome to the Alpha Showroom channel. I've been hinting in one or two of the videos that we've got something a little bit different coming up, and here it is. A Bertone X1 from 1987 with only 28,000 original miles on the clock. I'll show you a few pictures of when we first saw the car and sort of what condition it was in. It certainly looks 10 times worse now, but effectively what we do know about this car is it is been owned by the same guy for a good number of years, not too far from us here. Lived for 10 years on his driveway, and for whatever reason the car just sort of fell out of favour. And funnily enough, a school friend of mine said to me, you like Italian cars, don't you? My uncle's got one on his driveway that he's trying to sell. Now, as it turned out, he did have one on his driveway, but he wasn't really trying to sell it. We went round to have a look at it, and we said to him that we'd be very interested in taking it, and we made him an offer. Now, a few months passed between us actually getting the car and us first seeing it. But ultimately he agreed to let us have it, and there was only one condition really. It had a private plate on it which he wanted back, so we gave no guarantee about when it might sort of pass an MOT and go back to the road, so we can sort of deregister his private plate and put this back to its original plate. But we certainly will do that in the future. So what we know about the car is, as we say, 1987 Bertone X1. It's in a beautiful blue colour. It's got a fabulous fabric interior. The interior is very, very good. You'll see in the pictures that I put up, it's in very, very nice condition in there. And everything's here. We've got everything. They're either in boxes or in bags that we've labelled up, when basically we had to get the car to the welders, not because there was horrific amounts of rust underneath. The actual floor plan of the car is absolutely perfect. The sills are very, very good as well. There were just lots and lots of bits. There's the part on the windscreen that was rotted away, so we had to get a replacement panel for that. Still needs some fettling on that side, but it needs doing. There's a part underneath the bumper here that was pretty much rotten, so again we got a replacement panel for that, and that's been put in. And as you'll see from the GoPro video, as I go around the car, you'll see bits of grey or other different colours which aren't the original colour of the paint, where things have been touched up, welded or filled or whichever. There's a lot to do on this car, and we're really reaching out to the Fiat X1 and the Bertone X1 community, because if this car had been an Alfa Romeo, we'd know exactly where to start, because that's our bread and butter, but we really don't know where to start with this car. It needs a fair amount of filler. It needs a fair amount of cavity work to make sure that where we've repaired and made good, that we're going to protect all those areas. So tell us what products that we need to use. Tell us the things that you've used as owners that have helped you to protect your cars in the future. We had the engine tested when we bought the car. We had a new cam belt on it. We gave it a bit of a service, and we know it runs really, really well. There was a funny story. We actually had to take it for, we didn't have to take it for an MOT, but we did. Ran it to the local MOT station to where the car was kept. And as some of these cars tend to do, I understand, it had a bit of a wheel over the MOT tester's bay, which he wasn't too delighted about. But it gave us a little bit of a snapshot into what's required to make this car go back on the road. And a lot of it was advisories, really. So once we get past the major issues, there was some about corrosion within 30 centimetres of fixing points, which have all been done. But once we get past really putting this car back together and cosmetically trying to make it look a bit more appealing, Pep and I are quite relaxed about how it looks. In terms of paint-wise, is it the rat look? If we want to paint this car, I mean, we may well do in the future, but we may well just run it around as it is. So tell us where we need to start on this car. As you'll see from the GoPro video, there's bags and boxes and things everywhere. In the front here, there's lots and lots of parts. In the boot, there's lots and lots of parts as well. I've got the seats and the front bumper in the garage behind me. So there's lots and lots to do. But we're just really looking for some advice for the community about what you did with your build, where you started, what you thought the priorities were, and let's learn from the lessons of the people that have done it in the past. because we're certainly learning from the ground up here. This video will be part of a playlist series on the Alfa Showroom channel. So while most of our followers might currently be Alfisti and Alfa Romeo fans, you know, we're certainly lovers of all types of Italian machinery, including bikes, which I'm not a great fan of bikes, but Pep does. So we did a film on his Abarth 595 Competizione just a couple of weeks ago. So please go and check that out, just to show that we're not all about Alfa Romeo. We're into all forms of Italian cars. We're very excited about the future for this one. I've shown it to some of my neighbours around here, and there's a lad who's just looked at it who's 19 years old. This car is twice as old as him, and he's never seen one before. But having said that, all the other people that have looked at it have never seen one either. So it's an incredibly rare beast, and we're looking forward to, again, the future of what this car is going to be. And who knows, you may well see it at a show in the next couple of years. As it clicks over the 40 years, obviously it will be considered a classic as far as the government's concerned, so we'll bypass things like MOT and tax. But certainly what we need to do is make sure that it's up to an acceptable standard for driving, because that's what we like to do in these cars. Whether it goes back to Torino in Italy on a road trip, I'm not sure. The 1500 engine's great. I had this when my first cars were Fiat Stradas. The 1500 engine is pretty bulletproof, as long as you've got oil and water. They really like being driven, and they like being high up in the rev range. I wonder what it's going to be like doing a 1,000-mile trip to Torino in this car, but who knows, maybe that's for the future. But thanks for watching, and we appeal out there to the Bertone and the X1 community to engage with us through the YouTube channel. Please send your comments and give us some advice. I have cross-posted it on the Facebook groups I found for X1 and Bertone as well. So I know from some teaser posts that we put out yesterday, just to say that the car was coming back from the welders, that we got a lot of interest from people who liked the post, and one or two of you commented, so thanks very much for that. So if you'd like to see how this car goes from looking like this to looking like something else in the future, please subscribe to make sure that you get the updates when we do another video on the car. So thanks again for watching, and there'll be something else coming along very soon.